Hi, I'm Christopher Warnock of Renaissance Astrology, and today I want to talk about our new Sun King bronze and agate talismans. So, I just love sun talismans. What's really incredible about sun talismans is that they have such a broad range of powers. It's interesting because people will contact me and they'll say, I want a talisman that does love and protection and wealth and 15 other things. And in fact, with astrological talismans, what you're getting is the natural planetary rulership of the planet or fixed star or whatever you're dealing with. So that tends to be in a pretty limited range. I mean, for example, a Venus talisman is typically going to be love, friendship, pleasure. It's not going to be a protection talisman. A Saturn talisman, for example, is going to be wisdom, esoteric arts, but it's not going to be a love talisman. So when I look at sun talismans, I look at them and I say, wow, they have such a wide range of things that they do. And again, this flows from the importance of the sun. I mean, think of it as the center of the solar system. It's in the traditional astrology, it's the light of the day. It's super apparent. So one of the things that you get from the sun is fame and reputation. I mean, really, a celebrity, they call them stars, really should be called astrologically suns, because that's really what they are. There's a charisma, there's a confidence. All of that flows from that sort of solar qualities. In addition, you think about the sun as the king, so you think about power, authority, promotion, if you wanted to get ahead, if you wanted to be successful. Again, these are all things that go along with the sun. Another thing about the king, the sun, is that he's rich, right? And the sun rules gold, obviously from the color. So again, there's a real wealth component to the sun as well. And finally, you've got health. Sun rules the heart. Sun's also associated with the nervous system, the vital spirits in traditional Galenic medicine. So it's incredibly important from a health standpoint. And if people are coming to me and saying, I want a planetary talisman for health, right off the bat, the first thing I'm going to suggest is the sun. So really amazing in general what the sun can do. I'm really happy to be able to have these Sun King talismans. You can see this is the consecration image. This comes with them. This is a gorgeous image by Nigel Jackson directly from Picatrix. So it's this. You can see that you've got a king with a crown, seated on a throne with a raven, and then you can see the beautiful sun rays. Gorgeous image. These are great for meditation, great for consecration, and you get one of these when you get a Sun King talisman. So we have new edition of Sun King talisman. You can see here, this is the bronze version. Again, you can see the king with the raven. Gorgeous golden bronze. And we also have just a few in a yellow agate. Again, you can see there's the Sun King with his raven. Gorgeous talismans. I'm really happy to have these. It's kind of incredible when I think about the amount of effort it takes to do these. I mean, you've got to get a time that's really optimal for the sun. You just can't roll out and just say, oh, I'm going to make a sun talisman. I see these. It's interesting. I was on, I think it was Etsy or something, and someone was selling, quote, Picatrix talismans. And they're like, oh, you have to take care of the consecration. So in other words, they're not even astrologically connected at all. And they were saying, oh, well, contact is for astrological conditions. It's like, this is not an astrological talisman. All you've got is a piece of astrologically themed jewelry. And then I see other people that have obviously directly copied from what we do that, without any credit. I mean, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to go to a copycat when you can come to the original. Renaissance Astrology is the original. It's when it comes to astrological talismans. We're the first ones to make them, and we still continue to have the widest possible selection of astrological talismans. And we always put the chart up. You can always see that. You can always see the specific factors that we use. You can see the traditional source that we got the recipe from, entire process. And we've got the backing of my 20 years of practice and study behind every single talisman that we make. And I also try to keep the prices in a reasonable price range. So, if you're watching this video, pretty much any time after these are launched, the discounted ones are going to be gone, but the discounted ones are $199.95 plus shipping. Incredibly reasonable price. And even the regular talismans are only $299. $95 plus shipping as long as they last. When they start to sell out, the price goes up. Again, if you're watching this video at all after the launch here, which is going to be on July 10th, probably the discounted ones are sold out. They go very quickly. The Agate Talismans, we have such a few of them, we're not going to have a discount. It's just not possible to do the discount when you've only got a tiny, tiny number of them. So, as always, if you're serious about getting a Renaissance Astrology Talisman, you can contact me. There's the contact page there. Send me your birth date, and I can tell you what talismans are compatible. But the other thing that's absolutely incredible about Sun Talismans, that I really like about it, is the fact that they're almost always compatible with people's natal charts. Now, the factors I'm looking at are essential dignity, so sign, exaltation, triplicity, term, and face, as well as detriment and fall, and then retrogradation and combustion. Now, if you take a planet like Saturn, boy, he's retrograde a lot. And since Picatrix says that if he's retrograde and dignified, it's a problem, that means that Saturn, whenever he's retrograde, he's just knocked off. So this just for a lot of people, Saturn is just, or Saturn's combust without dignity, that's a problem. So even with other talismans, they can be retrograde with dignity. They're still going to get retrograde. They're still going to get combust without dignity. So there's a lot more opportunity to knock them out. But the Sun, unless your Sun in your natal chart is in Aquarius or Libra, Sun is a great choice for you. So again, you've got this talisman that covers so many different areas, does so much useful stuff, and yet is compatible with a lot of people. And ultimately, when I think about it, just think about the difference between a sunny day and a rainy day. Just think about your mood, how much difference you feel, the heaviness that you feel on a cloudy day. It's incredible to me, like when you can feel a rain front coming in. I'm just exhausted just from the general feeling. Another alternative to that would be, like, think about a sunny day. Like, it rains and then the sun comes out. You're like, it's so beautiful. And in fact, today is an incredible, beautiful day. Where I am, I think it's a high of 82, not a cloud in the sky. Just an incredible day, and the energy level and my mood is really great. And when you think about it, what you're seeing there is a physical manifestation of the underlying spiritual energy of the Sun, which is just, like I said, incredibly positive, great for mood lifting. So this is what you're tapping into with the Sun, and this is something that's very useful for almost everybody. Now again, if you've got Sun in Aquarius or Sun in Libra, you're like, oh no, Sun Talismans maybe is not the greatest. It could be okay. You might want to do some divination, check with me about it. But what you can also do is to go with Regulus. Regulus is the heart of Leo. It's not a substitute really exactly for the Sun, but it gives you this very solar type energy that you can tap into. So again, there's a link there. You can take that and take a look at it. So pretty much something for everybody in terms of tapping into that solar energy and getting all the positive benefits you get from the solar spirit. So very happy to have these talismans. Incredible to have them in stock again. The agates are really beautiful too. I love those. And I just was excited to have these, and I'm really excited to share these with everybody. Great to have them, and great to kind of be spreading the word about astrological talismans and Renaissance astrology talismans in particular.